Right there guys, this is Chris, and I'd like to say a massive welcome to yet another Black Ops commentary. So today what I have for you guys is probably the highest scoring gameplay that I actually uploaded to this channel. Now it is actually a 95 and 2. I'm sorry that I haven't actually been uploading for the past few days, but as you guys are probably aware, I've been at EGL and I really haven't had the opportunity to be able to upload. So I thought I'd bring you something a little bit special just to say, you know, I'm back and I'm back to bringing you some awesome new videos. So this gameplay was actually got while I was using my Deserto class setup. Now obviously, as you may be aware, that Deserto is the rule set that they use at EGL. So I was just getting a bit of practice, and this is what I came up with. 95 and 2 by anyone's standards is a very nice game. It's a shame that it didn't turn out as a 101 or even a 95 and 1. I'll be ecstatic with that. A 95 KD game would do me nicely. But I think the highest scoring gameplay on YouTube is only about 115 and 1, so I'll be happy with that. I really would be happy. So the class setup that I was actually using was the MP5K with no attachments whatsoever, Lightweight Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro and Ninja Pro, while using the flashbangs as concussions are not allowed. But even then it worked out quite well, as you can see. Stripping back down to the basic class setup, even then still went very well for me, and pistol for the win. Yeah, you know, this game was very nice, and I'm really do hope you guys enjoy it. So maybe leave me a like down below guys if you do enjoy the game, as it really is quite hard to get these sort of gameplays, and I really would appreciate a bit of support. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about today guys is my trip down to EGL. Now I've got a lot of people who are really interested in this, so I thought I'd make a little bit of a commentary just telling you about what happened, who I met and the YouTubers that were there, because I guess that's really what you're interested in. Okay, so sorry, I lose my voice. Friday morning rather. Got in the car with Mike and Paige, or otherwise known as Fearcrads and Insane Vixen. Drove down to London, or got in the car about 10 o'clock and got there around about 1:30, I believe. At this point we got to London. Sorry, I was on the phone at this point guys. I was literally like, that's why I was just chilling out. I wasn't even taking the game seriously and still got a 95 and 2, which is pretty impressive, to say the least. But yeah, I mean, we got there about 1:30 and we didn't have a hotel. We were just wandering around Watford like, what do we do? But at this point we actually rang up one of the Premier Inns and we got a room there. We got a twin bed. Mike and Paige had one and I had one, so it wasn't too bad. Nice, you know, nice place to stay. At the end of the day it was a bed, we didn't really care. But yeah, then we did that, and as soon as we got our stuff out of the car and we'll put it all in the hotel room, we left for Bushy train station. Bushy is a place in Watford, and met up with Oakley, aka Mr. Oaklefish, and basically went down into the centre of London to meet up with Pro Syndicate, otherwise known as the Syndicate Project. Now I've probably just had a load of people nerdgasming like, oh my god, you met Syndicate. Yes, I spent 90% of the weekend with Syndicate. Really nice guy, really chilled out, and I can't just say thank you enough for a great weekend to all the guys that I met down there. Yeah, so I mean, I think we met up with Syndicate down underneath London Eye and got a few beers with him. At this point, Andy, aka Ghost 217, came down and he had a few beers with us as well, and went back to the hotel room. So at this point there was me, Oakley, Mike, Paige and Tom, you know, Syndicate. And then Tom checked in, got a room, got his own room as well. So I think we actually spent the first night with Andy on the floor, because he hadn't got a room, so we just had, you know, just sleep on the floor or something. Then me and Mike and Paige had the beds. So then the second night, well, actually that was gone to the morning. Actually, the morning Vince came. The Vince Roman is his YouTube name. Both Andy and Vince are really great guys, great players guys, and really nice people. So I really would recommend you go and check out their channels. Their links are in my sub box, and if you haven't already subbed to them, I really would suggest going to go and sub to them now. Oh well, at the end of this video, please watch the end of the video. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, with them met up in the morning, obviously like I said, with Vince, and went down to EGL. I think Oakley and Syndicate were just back at the hotel because they were too lazy to come up in the morning, so they came a bit later on. But yeah, and then we went down for the sign up at, I think we actually had to be up about 7 o'clock and sign up at 9 o'clock, I think. So it was a very, very early start, so you can fully understand why Oakley and Tom didn't come down. But we had to register our team, and our team actually consisted of Fearcrads, Ghost 217, like I've already said, the Vince Roman, and me. So it was a nice four-man team. I've probably got a bit of footage of the event, so I'll actually upload that as soon as I possibly can, guys, but I really haven't had the time to do that today. So I'll get that done as fast as I can and get it to you guys as soon as I can, really. I've already said can thousands of times now. But yeah, and then we started playing around about 1 o'clock, I think. So it was a bit of a wait, but it really was worth it. I mean, we really went to this event just for a bit of fun. We never went into the event thinking that we were going to win, and to be fair, we were going against teams that were practicing weeks beforehand for hours upon hours upon hours, and we just went purely for the fun of it, and it really was a fun thing to do, and I really did enjoy myself. It was probably one of the best weekends I've honestly ever had. Just basically because of the drinking, the meeting with all the new people, the event. Obviously the event was really, really good, and for the next EGL, guys, I really would recommend you to go to these events, as you do meet up with some incredible people, and it really is fun to do. I mean, I think the next one's EGL, then Game Fest next year. Be sure to go to Game Fest. I really did enjoy that last year as well. Or well, this year, should I say. But yeah, and then we played, like I said, we didn't actually do too well overall. I mean, Saturday we actually played incredibly well, and I've got to say, I've got to hand them to them. Oakley and Tom did a fantastic job of cheering us on. The morale was really, really nice, and I'm sure it inspired us to do even better. Sunday, however, they decided to stay in bed for a bit longer, and we failed. To be more precise, I failed. I'm not gonna lie, I think I actually went double negative on the Sunday in a couple of the games, which is quite embarrassing. But you know, it happened. I'm gonna put my hands up and say I failed. Moving on. But you know, like I said, it was fun. We went there just for the fun of actually doing it, and we really did accomplish that. It was brilliant, and I just can't express just how great this weekend has been. And I'm trying to say it in the commentary, but there's just not really words to describe it. But obviously the event had to come to an end at some point, and Sunday night Mike drove back. So obviously Mike actually ended up driving Syndicate all the way back up to Manchester, which is about an hour north of us, and then driving back to our house, which is an hour south, obviously. So 5-hour journey to Mike. Got to hand it to you, Mike. Well done for that, and thank you very much for my lift, and thank you very much for looking after me on the weekend. Guys, if you have enjoyed this commentary, please do be sure to leave me a like rating. It really does help me out. I really hope you enjoyed this, and thanks a lot, guys. This has been Chris. See you next time.